Hello, I'm at Watford Junction. Can you hear the noise in the background? The bane of the videographer's life is the construction work that's taking place. It's a Saturday. I'm here to catch a train that at the moment, because COVID, is only running on a Saturday, and to try and do something which I tried and failed to do almost 4 years ago. I can't believe it was almost 4 years ago, December 2016. I think it was only the second or third lease use station video I'd done.
It's Tuesday, the 20th of December.
And I came and rode the Watford to St Albans line.
The Abbey line is a community run line, it's not your regular train line. And on this line is the lease use station in Hertfordshire.
With my friend Roger to do Park Street station. Only when we got to this point here, the train broke down.
Road transport is being booked. There's all customers like to make their way off the train to the platform and down to the main concourse of the station, and staff will be there to guide you onto the road transport.
Train full.
And it looks like it's running. It looks like it hasn't broken down. So I'm here, tick. Train's running, tick. All we need is our guest. There he is.
Hello.
You're back for some more. You're back to finally, because the point is that neither of us to this day have actually either got on or off a train at Park Street.
They've just cancelled the train!
We've only come to go on the train.
Is it cancelled for real? What happened?
Oh, no.
Has the train broken down yet?
It was about here, wasn't it?
It was about here, yeah.
What happened?
No.
The cab door's about to fall off.
Have you seen the first class though? We had this discussion last time. You can buy a first class ticket,
Yeah.
but the seat maquette and a kind of a very strange 2x1
Yeah.
seat layout. Maybe on the way back we should buy a first class ticket. No, maybe just for one stop between Bow Street and Park Street we should buy
Weekend upgrade.
a single first class
Yeah,
fare.
we'll do that from the machine.
So Roger, what stations are we doing, but not necessarily the order that we're doing them in?
Ah, well then we could do them in the order the train's going to do them in, but not that we're going to do them in.
Yeah.
So there's Watford North, then there's Garston, then there's Bricket Wood, Cowwood, Park Street, and St Albans Abbey. Fantastic.
And we're at, where are we already?
Watford North.
But we're not getting out Watford North.
No, we're going to...
Because we're going to bounce up and down the line, and we're going to go up and then reverse and do a bit of walking. But we're going to end at Park Street. So the finale will be finally...
I can't wait. I can't wait.
We're on a 319, we'll mention that later. But this carriage is distinctly old Thameslink colours, blue and pink.
First Capital Connect.
First Capital Connect colours, thank you. But the previous carriage, I feel that was in a different colour livery. Do you want to tick it off, Roger?
Oh, I don't know.
I know, right?
I'm not very good at ticks. Maybe something like boom, boom. Is that right?
I think so. Okay. Bike racks, single platform. I can see a ticket machine, so we're going to see if we can buy a first class ticket. That's your mission. But also, unexpectedly delightful platform canopy and sort of... That's lovely. Look at that. That's nice. We should give mention and a shout out to Community Rail Partnerships, otherwise they'll kill me for not saying hi. Hi. This is of course the Abbey line. This is your line. We are here to make your voice heard, and one of the things they're trying to make their voice heard about is the possibility of a passing loop at Garston, but we'll discuss that on the way down. So Roger, I found a ticket machine.
Oh, wonderful. This smart one as well.
Can you buy a first class ticket to Garston, is it?
Shall we try?
Let's do it.
A to Z destination finder, because it's not on the front page. Garston Hearts. One way return, 7-day season. Do we want a 7-day season?
No, is a first class ticket available?
No differential of classes.
So if no first class ticket is available, can we take that as read that that's declassified and we can sit in the first class seats?
I didn't see spot this before, but in the peak hour and at school times, it is actually, the trains are running. I think they must, looks like this is from the 6th of September. They've reduced the number of bus journeys, so it's now strictly off peak.
Roger, I'm checking my watch. It's taken about 4 minutes into the video for you to mention buses. And I tease Roger about buses because you are more buses than trains, aren't you?
Well, that's my history, my pedigree.
Your pedigree. And Roger does run a Twitter account called
Bus and Train User.
Bus and Train User, and you do travel the length and breadth of the country, sort of giving independent travel reviews, is that the right word?
Yeah, commentating.
Commentating, but you're very open, and if you don't like something, you'll say
I will.
that you don't like it.
But if I like it,
and if you like it, you also say if you want like honest commentary, follow Roger. And you've got a blog and everything.
Yeah, busandtrainuser.com.
Small step down. Oh, it's not as nice as Bricket Wood, is it?
There's no building, is there?
Are you either Googling or wicking what I hope you are? Because I thought the plan was to put the passing loop here at Garston, but you're saying it might actually be at Bricket Wood.
Well, I think it would be at Bricket Wood because that's about halfway along, whereas here it's too close to Watford to make any difference. You'd end up with a 20-40 frequency rather than a half-hour frequency.
And the only thing of note is this shelter with its very pretty sort of, they're not stained glass, etched glass. I don't know what to call it really. But what is intriguing, just while they've been here, there's 2 ramps out of the station, and people have walked up one ramp, walked along just 10 metres of platform, and then walked down the other ramp. And what it is that because there's 2 ways in and out, it's actually a cut through. So Garston Station is a cut through from this housing area here to the main road that's down that way. But Watford's that way. So we're going to go through. We've got like a half an hour walk to get to Watford.
Nice.
Are you up to walk half an hour?
Absolutely, be great, yeah.
Where are we?
Watford North.
We have made it to Watford North. Roger, off you go. So the Jeff Marshall style, you've got to like casually saunter up.
Right.
Pretend like you haven't placed the camera down.
Okay.
And then just be like, hey, we're here at Watford North.
We're here at Watford North.
Right, so quick facilities at Watford. Is it Watford North or North Watford?
Watford North.
Watford North. Bike rack, ticket machine, help point, waiting shelter, bench, other passenger, single track, level crossing. Back to the blue and pink. The first Capital Connect end.
We whistled.
There's a foot crossing.
Oh wow!
You were excited about the level crossing. I didn't realise there was a. Are they about to go? They're about to go across the foot crossing. There's a foot crossing at Howard.
Can we go on it a bit later?
We can totally go. Look, there we go. Ta-da!
Aha! There's a ticket machine, and it's a slim line one as well. Nice smart one.
We did the foot crossing. We did the foot crossing.
Yeah.
Foot crossing.
Let's go do it. Right, this is sort of on the edge of Howard, not in the depth of Howard, the edge of Howard.
But it's a pleasant sort of 10-minute walk down to Park Street. This is it, Roger. Are you? Today has been all about getting to Park Street and hoping that the train doesn't break down when we get there. Because that would be the ultimate irony if for all this and there was still no train at Park Street.
Or they replace, yeah, and they replace it with a bus again. Well, mind you, we'd have to come back in 2024. At least COVID would be done by then, hopefully.
Optimistic. So over there in the distance, Roger's behind me, I can hear the train. That's going back. to Watford, and we'll then get it going up when it goes back to St Albans, yes?
It's a real clickety-click, isn't it?
Clickety-click.
On the track.
Clickety-click, clickety. Isn't it clackety-clack?
Alright, clickety-clack, yeah.
If YouTube still did votes, which they don't,
Yeah, we could do, is it
clickety-click or clackety-clack?
I'm pretty sure it's clickety.
I think it's clackety-clack.
Park Street, we're back. There's a new slimline ticket machine here for London North Western. Looks like this Network Rail access point information is all new as well. They seem to be around on a number of stations on this line.
Have you got the video up on YouTube?
Yeah.
Mainly I remember we stood here in vain looking at the dot matrix, just saying cancelled, cancelled.
And then when it gets closer to the time, it suddenly becomes cancelled. So the 12:06 has been cancelled.
The train is running, so it looks like we might be able to actually get a train from Park Street. Finally.
Brilliant.
It could be on, Roger.
Helpful information. Ticket office.
There is no ticket office at this station. That's helpful.
Ticket machines. There are no ticket machines available at this station.
Is it fun watching yourself back?
Yes, it does. It brings back memories of that wonderful day 4 years ago when we didn't get the train.
Right, so excitingly, it does look like the train is coming. It is going to run.
Fantastic.
Unless anything's going to go wrong in the next 4 minutes. After 4 years, we're finally, utterly, completely, totally going to tick off Park Street. How do you feel?
I'm bowled over by it, absolutely bowled over, and it's got a working ticket machine as well.
I mean, it's all, yeah, it's
Not
all
bad.
good.
Mind
It's
you,
all-
the emergency help point isn't working.
that was having a bit of an issue, yeah. All right, well, this is it. And then what do we do when we get to St Albans? Just go back again.
Yeah,
Just go back to Watford. All right. Trains are coming. It could still break down.
It could. It's got about
It could break down when it's in the platform.
Well, it did in Watford.
It
It could do.
Until it actually, the door's shut and it moves away.
Yeah, it won't be counting. There we are. History in the making. Okay.
This is it.
And it needs to go.
It needs to move.
It needs to move forward. Still not happening. It's gonna
Yeah,
go.
no, yes, no. Yeah, we did
done
it.
Absolutely.
We
done it.
And at 3:32, we've made it to, I had to check there, St Albans Abbey.
Yours is not noticeable. It's like...
So that is the Abbey line, all ticked off and done. Thanks, Roger. Give us a wave. It's clackety-clack, not clickety-click. We're getting the 15:37 out. We're going to go back to Watford and then drive home from there. Here we go.